Hey everyone, welcome back to the Redmen TV. I'm Steve. This is the player rankings show. Yes, Liverpool go to Tottenham, score 6 goals. They can see 3, don't worry about that. It's 6-3, an unusual football score. It's more like a tennis score. And Liverpool more than held serve, I suppose, as they stay top of the league. Again, they were going to do that anyway, given that Chelsea didn't get their job done earlier at Goodison Park. But Liverpool extend the gap to 4 points and still have that game in hand at Goodison Park, as luck would have it. So yeah, in this show, if you've never seen this before, very, very simple. We've got 3 tiers. We've got Boss, we've got Sound, you've got your mess. And Boss, explains self-explanatory. Sound, yeah, good performance. And your mess and somebody had a bit of a stinker. We're going to rank the Liverpool players from the game in this categories. Help me out, get involved, use the live chat as we're here right now, and let me know your thoughts as we start with Alisson. Becker, like I say, scores 3 goals. Sorry, concedes 3 goals, score 3 goals would have been fun. I don't think he could do too much about the second ones and the third one. I thought his decision not to dive for the first one was interesting. I thought maybe he could have given it a go, maybe he was unsighted, maybe it was just past them beforehand. But yeah, Rafa, he made a good save late on, because it could have got back to 4 goals for Spurs. I can't remember what the score was at that point. Was it 5 or was it 6? I can't remember. But yeah, he was sound. He was sound. I think that's fair enough. That's what, yeah, Rafa, Craig, everyone's saying sound for Ali. I think that's fair enough. Ali can go there. You know what? I'll start at left back. I usually start at right back, but considering that's where the cards fall, we're going to go Andy Robbo first. Let me know your thoughts on Robertson. I was a little bit concerned about the matchup with Kulusevski before the game. In my opinion, and needn't have been. I thought Robertson had a very good game. He dealt with that. He dealt with the threat of Kulusevski, I thought, pretty well. You know, I think Kulusevski's goal comes later on. I think maybe Curtis didn't track the run as well as he should have. I thought Robertson had a pretty good game. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Lucas would put him in high sound. Michael would put him as low boss, battled hard and got himself back into form. Yeah, I think I would definitely agree with that. Robbo, yeah, high sound, low boss, lower. Yeah, I thought he had a really good game. Maybe could have done better with the header. Yeah, at the back post, as Rafa says as well, the Brennan Johnson one. But I thought, he wins a crucial tackle. It actually looked like Spurs were going to score, and we're about 10 seconds later, Liverpool score. I'm going to put him on the borderline of sound and boss. I thought he had a good game. I'm going to put him there for me. Really good game for him. Again, this is interesting because I thought Liverpool's defenders defended well, but they did concede 3 goals. And it kind of put a spanner in the works. Virgil van Dijk, I thought it looked really, really good. Could he have done better for the first one? He kind of blocks the shot, but doesn't really do it. I don't think he covered himself in glory for all the goals, actually. But he has some real dominant parts of the game as well. So I'd like to know your guys' thoughts. It's interesting on where I'm going to put him. Lucas, Gareth and Ian would all put him as boss. Brace would put him as sound. Rafa, DJ, nice, would put him as low boss. Yeah, this is him. Can you put someone boss when he concede 3 years? I don't know. I'm going to put him on the borderline, but a bit higher than Andy Robertson. I think so. Robertson's straddling the line like a champion. Van Dijk is more in the boss category. I'm going to put him there. I think there's a couple. I thought he was great. I thought he had a really good game, actually. Goes higher than Robbo. I would actually say of all the defenders, and I'm going to tell you now, I am going to put Joe Gomez as boss. Feel free to disagree with me. I thought he genuinely was boss. Again, I don't think he could do much about any of the goals. He's the one who sprints across to try to stop the Maddison goal. I thought Gomez was better than Robertson and Van Dijk. Feel free to disagree with me. I'm going to put him there. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'm going to read them all out now. Richie would have put him alongside Virgil. Daniel says Joey was boss, so does Matt, so does Dave. Said he was better than Van Dijk, so does Craig. Yeah, so Michael says the same. Andy, Joe was the best of the defenders. Trent was good as well. We're going to speak about him in a moment. I'm quite happy with that. It's almost like a little staircase of players. I think I'm all right with that. I'm going to crack on. Trent, speaking of Trent Alexander-Arnold then, his first half, some of the passes and some of the cross at Diaz's goal, it's unbelievable. The technique, the pass that he plays to Salah, I think Salah might have just been offside if Fraser Forster hadn't saved it. I thought he was really good. I think he defended Son as well, really well. You know, Son got taken off and it was no surprise. He got no joy out of Alexander-Arnold. So I'm going to put Trent in the boss category as well. Oh, I've got like a little staircase of the players there. I'm happy with that. A little staircase leading up. I thought Trent was fantastic today. That was the good Trent. You know, the bad Trent, I think we saw a little bit at times at Fulham. This was Trent on another level. Trent, I thought he was wonderful. Magnificent performance. Let's move into midfield. Let's start with Ryan Gravenberg. Ian says, Grav, boss. Simple as that. No explanation for it. Just says, yeah, boss. Gravenberg was sublime, says Marcus. We haven't got a sublime category, Marcus, I'll be honest, mate. You need to... I haven't got one. I can't do nothing for you there, buddy. Gareth, boss. Dickie Oy Red says he was boss as well. Everyone's saying boss. Boss, boss, boss. I mean, there's more bosses than a Hugo Boss shop. There you go. Ryan. Oh, broke Trent. Don't do that. That's a jinx. Ryan Gravenberg, boss as well. He was equal. I'm going to put him there. Level with Joe Gomez. I'm going to run out of room in this boss category. I can feel it already. Alexis McAllister scores a wonderfully, I say wonderful goal. A good goal, like gets himself in the box, makes the run. There were times when Spurs were trying to counter or break and McAllister was putting really, really good tackles in. He's at fault for the goal. I agree with this completely from Ian. McAllister would have been in with a shout for man of the match had he not, had the error for the goal. But you can't ignore the error for the goal. So it's one of those. It comes because it's a poor first touch. And then that panics him into making a bit of a slippy, slidey challenge. And then, James Wilson scores and it's all a little bit messy. But other than that, I thought he was brilliant. I thought he had a really, really good game. So Michaela says, put him as low boss. He made a really good run for his goal. Marcus should be high sound, says Michael. He shouldn't have got dispossessed, but he really geared up. I think I'm going to put him kind of where I put Virgil van Dijk. A little bit lower, maybe actually level with Andy Robertson. I thought he was excellent for the most part. But yeah, the goal wasn't great that he conceded. It kind of balances out because he scored one as well. I think I'm being too harsh, if I'm honest. I'm going to nudge him up slightly. There you go. He's straddling the line. I think that's fair enough. Szoboszlai was boss. KS says man of the match. Sam says Szoboszlai boss, incredible performance. Hardly put a foot wrong today. Yeah, he was great. The only foot he put wrong was actually when he goes around the goalie and just couldn't quite get it back. But it was interesting because he has the chance when he didn't. I don't think he could have squared it to Mo Salah, to be honest. But then the next time he definitely made sure he did. I think that was Szoboszlai's best game for Liverpool. If anyone can think of any others, feel free to tell me in the chat. But off the top of my head, I think that was Dom Szoboszlai's best performance that we've seen from a Liverpool player. And as it stands, he's the highest in the boss category for me so far. It might change. He might get joined by some others in a later. Spoiler alert. But for now, I thought he was brilliant. He is definitely a contender for man of the match. I've got me little star over there. I think there's 3 or 4 players who could get it, and he's definitely in it. Best game that he's played. Curtis Jones will be thinking, why aren't I playing? So a bit of pressure maybe on Szoboszlai, and Curtis rightly would have deserved to play if he did. Szoboszlai showed today. I think that was the best game he's played for us. And as Demolition, Rob rightly says, Szoboszlai, get it? Boss, Szoboszlai. Yeah, I got you. My delivery was poor, unlike Trent. Right, where's me strikers? Over here. Cody Gakpo. I mean, Liverpool scored 6. Cody Gakpo didn't get any of them. I'm kind of thinking sound. He didn't do great. He didn't do badly. And you guys let me know. Luca would say low boss. Everyone else is... Gakpo was lower boss. He was excellent, says Bear. High sound. Yeah. I thought he was good. He just didn't do a lot because we didn't really need him to. I'm going to put him in the sound category. Thought he was he was all right. Yeah, just sound. Put him at the top of sound. I think that's fair enough. Right then, let's go Lucho. Luis Diaz, centre forward now. Luis Diaz, he's a striker. At least he was in this game for a part of it. Yeah, but I mean, listen, 2 goals, fantastic. He was outrageously good. His work rate fantastic. Gets about. You know, as I mentioned on the previous show, Salah probably isn't asked to do as much running at this stage of his career. You know, he's been there, done it, ran the miles that need to be run. Luis Diaz is the man who's running them for him at this moment in time. He was outrageous. Yeah, Lucho was boss. He was everywhere and he took his goal so well, says Michael. Definitely boss. He terrorised Spurs today, says Michaela. Richard, I'd put him as mid-boss. What more does he need to do to be top of boss, Mitch? You're a tough marker. Yeah, boss. There you go. Fantastic. I'm going to put him there on level with Szoboszlai. Actually, I'm going to put them all as high as I can get them, pretty much. Listen, spoiler alert. Mohamed Salah's going to go next to him. Liverpool's now, was it 4th highest scorer of all time? First player in Premier League history to have 10 goals and assists before Christmas in the league. 15 Premier League goals, 11 Premier League assists. Magnificent again. Put him there. Don't even worry about it. I'd be wasting your time even thinking about it. He was wonderful. He was wonderful. I'm going to look at my subs bench, but actually, to be honest, there wasn't much to do for the subs. It was kind of one of those strange games. So let's leave them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to nip over here. Because this, for me, is the most important part of this, because this is a contentious thing, I think. I think all these lads up here have got a genuine shout to be man of the match. I think definitely Gomez, but when you concede 3, that's tough. Gravenberch, definitely. Trent, McAllister, maybe the slip, like we said before, maybe takes him out the running. I've kind of narrowed it down to me top 3. Szoboszlai, Diaz and Mo Salah. Let me know right now. Type in the chat when you're watching live the player's name and then MOTM, and I'll try and tally up what you guys think. I'm leaning towards one of them in my head, but I'm not going to say who it is yet. Mindless Punk, Dom. I mean, the chat is going mad for Dom, but here come the Salah lovers. Oh, Salah comes up on the outside. Got Luis Diaz round the outside. Like a horse racing commentator. Salah, Dom. Oh, this is going to be tough. There's no real consensus. Jack is going for Diaz. Mark, with no mates. Sorry, Mark is going for Salah. But Jimmy's going for Dom. But Jacob's going for Salah. But I'm going to struggle. I don't know. When he scored 2 goals, he got 2 assists, didn't he, Mo Salah? I mean, it's kind of probably got to be that. But I thought the other 2 were outstanding. If I could share the award, I would share it. I know Gary Neville for Sky Sports. Give it to Luis Diaz. I just don't think a player can score 2 goals and get 2 assists and not be man of the match. So I'm going to give it to Mo Salah. But I thought those 2 were just as good. It's just the numbers kind of tick it up a level. I thought Szoboszlai and Diaz were absolutely fantastic. But when a man gets 2 goals and 2 assists, I'm probably always going to give him the man of the match award. That is my thoughts. You guys feel free. Let me know in the comments, like I say, later on if you're watching this after the fact. Do you agree or disagree with my assessment? Because, yeah, you could have given it to any of them. I think it could have absolutely been any of them. I was edging towards them the whole time just because of the numbers, but yeah, they were all absolutely wonderful. Liverpool, for the most part, were wonderful. Liverpool are wonderful, and that is why they are top of the Premier League. That's why they are top of the Champions League. That is why they are in the semi-finals of the League Cup as well. They are a wonderful football team, managed by a wonderfully handsome, sexy, bald manager. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. Thanks, everybody, for getting involved, by the way. That was awesome. You guys are the absolute best. I could have given either of them, and I think you've all been gracious. You've all agreed, yeah, fair play. You can't really disagree. You could have given it to any of them. It's absolutely fine. Thanks, then. Wonderful. I've loved having you here. Craig says thanks again, Steve. Thanks to you, Craig. Thanks to all of you guys for watching and or listening to this show. Very, very quickly before we do shoot off, we will be back on Boxing Day with another Match Day Live here at Redmen TV. Yeah, we are going to be doing the entire show as normal, as ever. Me, Errol and Dan in for that one. On that day, we are giving away 2 signed Liverpool shirts. One signed by Super Sub himself, David Fairclough. The second signed by Sir King, Kenny Dalglish. If you want to be in the draws on Boxing Day for both of those prizes, please do go to redmenplus.com. Join us as a Legends subscriber, or if you're already a captain, upgrade to Legends. And when we do that draw on Boxing Day, your name will be on the wheel. Get yourselves involved. Not only that, of course, you get loads of extra content from us here at Redmen HQ, including the Bias Football podcast, the deep dives. You've got the final word show for this very show for this very game we're doing now. In that studio as we speak, Errol and Paul are doing the player rating show. That is available over there for you too. Get yourselves over there. Thanks for watching this one. Thanks for listening. And yeah, see you all soon.